It's Friday morning, and some of the 1,300 flights of the day are getting ready to take to the skies. More people fly out of Heathrow than any other UK airport.
So you're flying from Terminal 2 and your gate is the B44. You want me to write it down for you?
Yes, please, because they didn't put the gate.
Air India over here, please. Thank you very much.
And when they return, there's always someone waiting to check their passports.
You speak English?
There you go, sir. 6 months leave as a tourist. Welcome to the UK.
It's down to Border Force to make sure all those coming into Britain match up to the documents they're presenting.
When do you go back to Israel?
This visa will expire soon.
And if a passenger's papers aren't up to scratch, they may end up being scrutinised by forgery expert Border Force Kat.
What's your birthday?
March 13th.
How many pounds have you lost?
Probably 25 to 30. Yeah, it's a good bit.
You can tell, it's good.
Yeah.
I cheekily say things like that because you've lost a lot of weight. We see a variety of passengers. It's one of the biggest ports, with obviously the 4 big terminals. We have to make sure everyone's coming in who is who they are. It's just about securing the border and making sure the country's safe. We're not letting the wrong people in. Make sure it's the right people with the right documents.
While the immigration hall may be the end of the road for returning Brits, for others, their journey is just beginning.
Ladies coming in to study nursing at BPP University, but we're just checking the certificate. On the back there was something that caught my eye. So Neil's just having a look on the internet to make sure that the school is the same, you know, the logo is the same.
These papers belong to Kinjal, who's just flown in from Ahmedabad in Western India. And she's one of 500,000 international students who come to study in the UK every year.
They've made it look like steam, and it's actually, when you look at it online, it's actually a point.
How long have you been out of the
Flame.
country?
This is their actual national, the Nursing Council's website.
Well, it's a plane.
Yeah.
We're having a massive intake of students coming in, but there's been quite a few non-genuine students, shall we say, coming in, and they're all bringing lots of packs of certificates or documents. And this lady's one, I just noticed a few things, you know, that maybe shouldn't be there. What did you think of certificates?
Well, I think, well, when you look at the actual motif, that's not what it is online. There's 3 stars, it's only on 1.
And this is blue online, not black.
International students are granted visas to study in the UK, and they must be accompanied by evidence of qualifications. But at the moment, Kinjals may not make the grade.
If the documents were deemed to be counterfeit, she would be refused entry on the fact that she'd used false documents. That will be the outcome.
Whilst those flying in and out of Heathrow are subject to rigorous checks in the terminals, out on the airfield, it's down to the airside safety officers to carry out their own form of forensic inspections.
Kestrel there.
Today, Airside Ian is on one of his routine patrols.
I know there's jobs with a lot more money, but you think sitting there number crunching in some office in London, and I think I'd rather have the salary I'm on, sitting there watching these come in. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Still gives me a thrill and a kick.
But before he has time to take in any more of the view, a familiar foe has returned to ruffle his feathers.
Inspection on 09 left, please. Fix it right here. Just like on your way.
Alpha 11, Roger.
Unfortunately, a bird has met its untimely demise thanks to a Boeing 777.
It can make, and it does make an awful mess. You've got bits of flesh and blood and stuff all over the place.
Anything on the runway could be sucked into the engines of oncoming planes, and it's down to Ian to dodge landing aircraft and retrieve the gull.
Okay, I'm holding at Alpha Bravo 11 at the moment. I have seen the carcass of a gull. I'm waiting for a gap in the approach to get back onto retrieve the carcass.
A plane lands or takes off every 45 seconds, so getting on and off the runway will rely on precise timing.
Felix, I'm waiting for us to get gaps to get you back.
That's understood. Thank you, Felix.
Air traffic control will look for a gap between landing aircraft and give Ian the green light.
The anxiety level comes up because you can see the aircraft approaching. So you're pretty keen to find what you want to get off. So it's trying to look for what you're trying to do, keep an eye on the aircraft, whereabouts you are, where your escape is.
What's it like having a plane coming down at you at 170 miles an hour?
Scary. Scary.
Behind this landing, please show us your go. Enter runway 9 left behind. You get it past 45 seconds.
Behind Seagull.
American straight. There will be a short runway inspection ahead of you.
Seagull entrance in on left.
Ian doesn't have a second to spare. If he's not clear of the runway sharpish, the incoming aircraft will be forced to abort its landing.
Phoenix vacating 09 left. Fod retrieve, thank you, sir.
Thanks to Ian's quick thinking, the runway can remain open, and it's the best possible outcome for everyone, apart from the bird.
Passengers are totally unaware of it. What goes on?
Some passengers may also be totally unaware that last year, over 350,000 people from non-EU countries came to live in the UK, the highest number since records began in 1975.
What is your son doing here? Put your right thumb on the red light for me. Right thumb.
Currently, 12% of the NHS workforce is recruited from abroad, but there is still a shortage of over 40,000 nurses.
And do they actually do nursing, just out of interest?
Well, she's doing healthcare. She's doing a master's in healthcare.
Okay.
And this nursing student from Ahmedabad, hoping to study in London, is being questioned by Border Force officers over the authenticity of her qualifications.
But this has got a so-called chip in it.
Yeah,
which it hasn't.
Today, Border Force Kat is being assisted by her colleague Tracy, and it's not just Kinjal's documents that are potentially raising her temperature.
I'm concerned because you're coming here to study, all right? You're not understanding everything I say, okay? And you have nowhere to stay. So I'm going to sit you over there while I ring the university. Do you understand? Okay?
While Border Force Tracy heads off to make inquiries, Kat puts on her duty of care hat.
You say you have £1,000 cash, and will your father transfer money every month to pay for fees? Or is it all done? Full done. Full. Oh, that's good. So hopefully there won't be too much longer, and then we can find out some answers.
Having spoken to the university to determine that Kinjal is indeed a legitimate student, tough-talking Tracy now wants to get to the bottom of her accommodation plans.
I've spoken to the university, and when you spoke to them, you said you were going to stay with a friend.
If university give me accommodation, then I will live over there.
They don't arrange any accommodation. They said that they didn't provide accommodation and that you were going to stay with your friend.
They will give, if university give me accommodation, then
They say they don't arrange accommodation at all. They have no accommodation.
Then I will.
I'm worried where you're going to stay. Where are you going to stay?
My one friend of friend is living here.
Okay. Okay, and how do you know her?
She is my friend of friend.
From where?
From Ahmedabad.
From home?
She is living here for 10 years.
Okay, so when you go from here, what are you going to do? Because you're young, you don't know this country, all right, you have nowhere to stay. All right, they're not going to give you anywhere to stay. What are you going to do tonight? Where are you going to stay tonight?
Right now, I will stay with her.
Okay, give me her phone number. Will she say that you're going to stay with her?
I also did not much talk with her. Actually, I was expecting that 99% if university will give me accommodation, but here I am.
They haven't got accommodations. You just wait there for a moment. All right, I'm going to ring this friend and see what she's got to say. OK.
Border Force Tracy wants to ensure Kinjal will have a roof over her head before deciding to land her. That's Border Force talk for being let into the UK.
Answer phone.
Not leave a message.
No, because it's some bloke called Steve.
An English guy.
It's an English male called Steve.
And who are you expected to reach?
Virabine.
Unfortunately for Kinjal, it's an incorrect number. And without suitable accommodation, her future plans to study in the UK are in doubt.
I don't know what is happening with me. Right now I'm feeling sad because my decision is pending there. I'm feeling so sad.
Britain, we're the fourth most travelled nation, boasting an average of over 70 million overseas trips a year, with the most frequent reason for these jaunts being holidays.
When was the last time
That's
we
the
flew?
last time you flew?
No, last time I flew, we went to Paris for my Mother's Day.
I wonder what catching a taxi's like over there. Taxis in Cairo. We really should have thought about this before our holiday, really.
When we get to Goa, go to see your fiancé.
Yeah, if he's there.
You should be at the airport.
Yeah.
I think that London excelled my expectations. I thought it was going to be different, but I really like it.
I told you.
Oh, that's changed again, look. The 20 now is 21.35.
We've arrived at Heathrow still.
When you're not hanging around waiting to board your flight, you could be experiencing some of Heathrow's world-class customer service, thanks in no small part to some good old-fashioned British manners.
Thank you. Have a lovely flight.
Minding their P's and Q's are 76,000 employees, particularly those on the front line of politely helping passengers.
All right, then, do you want to come with me? We'll get you fast-tracked.
There are many roles at the airport flying the flag for Heathrow, but none more so than those who wear purple, known as the ambassadors.
So if you go to the B gate and you want lounge B1.
Up to 400 ambassadors are stationed across the airport, there to assist with a variety of passenger queries. And today in Terminal 4, rookie recruit Marcus is getting acquainted with his new role.
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Nothing to complain. Go with the flow.
Although born in Mumbai, Marcus lived in Kuwait for over 33 years and moved to the UK 5 months ago so his children could get a British education.
I've come from the land of camels. I was in Kuwait. I was working as a health and safety environment officer and also doing DJing around, playing music for, catering music for different types of people over there.
When in DJ mode, Marcus goes by the name Human Encounter due to his passion for human encounters.
My name is Marcus, so I encounter people, so same like here. Here also I encounter people on the floor, but the difference is here it's without music, it's all with emotions. People with different problems, stress, some come on happy note, some with sad. My idea over here is to work and make them comfortable, they go without stress.
To ensure standards don't slip,
Everyone needs a hero, I am mine. And that's true.
ambassadors, even heroic ones, are required to attend training sessions on customer service etiquette. And today, Ambassador Training Manager Arlette is getting ready for class.
So the qualities that you need to be an ambassador, first of all, you need to like people, you need to want to help them, need to be caring, so it's having the right attitude. So some really special people for that job. It's not anybody can do it.
Luckily for Arlette, there is someone special who thinks he can do it.
Gilbert.
Hello, I'm Arlette. I'm the trainer.
I'm Marcus.
Hello.
So I have lots to learn from you.
Yeah.
It will be a pleasure to
I think it'll be the other way round.
No.
Yeah.
You know, the person who speaks, they say the person who is quiet is more wiser than the person who speaks.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully. Guys, if you want to come take a seat, that'd be fabulous. What I want to do is carry out a role play, bringing together all the different questions that we're asked from our passengers. How are we going to answer that? So you can really let your hair down and be as creative as you like with this. So what do you need? What are you looking for?
Something to hold, like, you know, I look like really like a passenger. Something, that's it, like something.
He's really into his role play.
Heathrow adheres to a strict timetable, and even the smallest problems can knock it off course.
Oh, look, it's got one of my bags. As long as I can get that back.
And role play allows the ambassadors to pull on their thesp vests and troubleshoot some common customer service problems.
Action!
Why don't you always get things organized? It's all because of you. You're late.
You called the cab late, so we...
Okay, let's find out. Let's find out the check-in.
Good morning. Everything
Yes,
is
she
okay?
is.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I think you're running late, you know.
Ma'am,
Can I see?
can you do something faster?
Just
Help
like
us, please.
Yeah, can you just tell us where to go? Okay. You got an hour and a half left to your flight. Do you need to check in? Do you have anything else? Or do you have to do any VAT?
Just help us, because we don't know what to do. And...
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
fine.
also I need to eat, and because of her I couldn't eat. And all. Come on.
So I'm gonna take you to the check-in. Obviously it's quite busy morning, but I'll try to take you to the front of the queue. Please come forward with me.
1 in 10 people in the UK finds the whole flying experience stressful. So an important part of being an ambassador is the art of keeping passengers calm.
Okay. Is there any chance that you can just help them and check in, please, before?
Of course, we can help them.
Thank you so much.
We got time, just arrange yourself. I will help. We will getting your gate is B33, so you should take a train. It will take only 6 minutes. Have a good
thank you very much, officer, for
Thank
helping us. You've been a great help.
Thank you.
Thank you, passengers, for your waiting. Now you can just follow me.
Apologize.
Okay?
Apologies.
Enjoy your holiday. Thank you.
Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I think for your efforts, I've got a cup for you to take back with you.
Should we clap?
Yes, each. Well done. Raise your up in the air. Yes.
First
okay.
Thank you.
Well done.
My cup.
It may not have been a BAFTA-winning performance, but Marcus is still walking away with a trophy and hopes he can go on to win more awards in the terminals.
I'm so excited, especially to show my kids. You know, they always bring with big trophy. At least I got a small one. I would like to thank you. This will help me to grow and put me in practical day-to-day work lifestyle.
The ambassadors!
Ambassadorial diplomacy is also encouraged over in immigration, the front line of Britain's border.
Okay.
And back in Terminal 2, a nursing student from India has arrived in the UK with nowhere to live.
Okay, and where's that?
And having thoroughly investigated Kinjal's circumstances, Border Force Tracy is now making one last call to the university.
Okay, thanks very much.
To ensure no stone is left unturned.
Okay, I've had a look at everything and I've spoken to the BPP, your university. They verified all your documentation, okay? They don't arrange accommodation for you, but they will give you some bed and breakfast. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You do, okay. I'm going to land you, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, that's the number. If you have any problems at all, okay, with any of it. Okay, and I'm happy now that you're understanding everything that's happening. All right, okay, do you want to take all of that for me? Okay, and put it away and we'll go and get your passport stamped up, all right?
We did a lot of checks on the background of her studies, checked with the university, and the university were happy for her to study.
Do you know how you're getting into London? There's an underground train that you can catch. Yes?
Yes,
from the front.
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see that.
Okay. You're excited to see it? It's not that exciting, I promise you.
Obviously, she was very nervous. She's probably never left India. You know, it must be scary.
Good luck. All right, go through picture.
So you have to check everything. You check everything thoroughly, and a little bit more, and a little bit more extra, you know, just to make sure that she's okay.
Finally, I got. I'm feeling so good. This is the last step of my journey.
Kinjal can now get on with her new life in London as a nursing student, hopefully with no more bumps in the road.